Welcome to Magic Boy fans.
All right, we're jumping into a really powerful piece of social commentary today. It's a poem by Nimal Weerathunga called The Ballad of the Pretenders. And we're going to break down how this short but incredibly potent poem uses the metaphor of a stage play to critique a long, long history of political failure. Wow. Right from the get-go, this poem does not hold back. It immediately sets up this huge gap between words and actions. You have the performance on one side, all this talk of truth and care, smiling for everyone, and then the reality on the other. Nothing to show for it. No roads, no fields. And yet they're the ones holding the flag, taking all the credit. This contrast really sets the stage for everything that follows. So, to really get what the author's doing, you have to wrap your head around this one key idea. The poem frames politics not as, governance. No, it's a show, a tragic play that just never seems to end. And of course, every play needs its cast, right? The poet has the perfect name for them, the pretenders. Think about that. These aren't presented as leaders, they're actors. Their whole job is just to look like they care, to pretend they're working. The real goal, it's not about making things better for everyone else. It's just about getting power and keeping it. And then you get this line and it hits you like a ton of bricks. It's like the poem's chorus, popping up over and over again, like a verdict after each act. And the connection is just brutal, isn't it? They pretend, and because of that, they win. And what happens when they win? The innocent keeps suffering. One directly causes the other. All right, so now we're getting to the heart of it, the real conflict in this ballad. It's all about this massive difference between the promises, the performance, and the actual painful cost that people have to pay. Okay, look at this. It just lays it all out, crystal clear. On one side, you've got the performance. It's all talk, right? Spoke of truth, held the flag. I mean, holding a flag is a powerful image, but what good is it if there's nothing backing it up? And then on the other side, you see the reality. No roads built, no fields plowed. And these aren't just random things. They're basic, tangible signs of progress. The poem is basically saying all that performance stuff, it's just a distraction from the total lack of real results. And this is where the language gets really raw. It's intense. We've moved past just neglect now. This is talking about something active, something almost parasitic. The idea of blood became their wine. I mean, wow. It's saying the comfort and luxury of the powerful is literally fueled by the pain of the people. The person actually doing the work, planting the seeds, ends up with nothing but hunger and dust. But here's the thing. The poet isn't just pointing a finger at one group. No, the argument is much bigger than that. It's about a cycle, something that just keeps repeating. And to show this, the poem uses colors. Each color represents a different political group that's had its turn in the spotlight. First, we get blue. The poem talks about blue-clad lords who robbed with grace. That's such a chilling phrase, isn't it? Robbed with grace. It makes you think of an old guard, maybe a traditional elite, who are so sophisticated in how they exploit people that it almost looks proper. Their power is so baked into the system, they don't have to be loud about it. Next, the color flips to green. These guys come in with polished pride, and you know the drill. They're promising change. But the poem is so smart here. It says they didn't actually change things for the people. They just changed the game, meaning they tweaked the rules, but only to help themselves. For everyone else, same old story. And then, red banners. This part might be the most cynical of all. It's about the outsiders, the critics, the ones who used to yell about how broken the system was. But what happens when they get a taste of power? They become the very thing they hated. They start blessing the power they once cursed. This right here, this is where it all comes together. Just look at it laid out. Blue promised grace, but delivered robbery. Green promised change, but delivered poverty. Red challenged power, and then embraced it. You see it, right? The pattern? The poem's big argument is that the color, the slogan, the brand, it's all just a costume change. For the audience, the people, the play is always the same. And boom, just when you've seen the whole cycle, that chorus comes back. It's perfectly timed. After running through all the colors, it lands with so much more weight. It's like the final judgment on this whole historical parade. Doesn't matter who's in charge, the pretending works and the people keep hurting. Okay, so now the poem kind of pulls the camera back. It zooms out from the individual colors to show us just how long this show has been running. And it's a long time. 76. The poem gives us a hard number. And that's so important. It's not just a long time ago. It's specific. 76 years. This turns a general complaint into a historical accusation. It suggests this isn't a new problem. It's a problem that's been going on for, well, a lifetime. Maybe since the very beginning of the modern nation. We're not talking about one bad government. We're talking about the entire project. And this line just sums it all up, doesn't it? The actors change, the play goes on. It's saying you can swap out the faces, vote for someone new, but if the system, the play, is broken, nothing really changes. But then it gets even darker. The fools applaud. That makes you stop and think. Who's at fault here? Is it just the actors on stage, or is it also the audience that keeps clapping for the same old show? And here's the final and maybe bleakest reason the poem gives for why this all keeps going. It's because anyone with real integrity, an honest heart, gets shut down. They're chained and done. This system, this masquerade, stays alive by making sure no one who could actually expose it gets a voice. So that's where we're left. The poem doesn't give us an answer. There's no happy ending, no five-step plan. It just ends with this really powerful and painful question. It's asking the nation itself, the motherland, how much longer? How long can this go on? It puts the question right back on the reader, leaving you to wonder what it would actually take to finally end the show.
Thank you for watching.